When you think of athletic perfection today, you picture um, spreadsheets and optimized diets. It's almost clinical.
Yeah, heart rate monitors, everything. It is highly regimented. Everything is measured, mapped, and optimized before the players even step onto the grass.
Right. But what if the greatest to ever do it just, defied every single one of those modern rules?
I mean, he threw them completely out the window.
Exactly. So today we are taking you on a deep dive into a massive stack of sources. We've got archival footage, biomechanical breakdowns, and direct quotes from 1980s football legends.
And our mission here is really to decode the phenomenon of Diego Maradona.
Specifically how he managed this impossible paradox, combining absolute technical perfection with sheer, unbreakable physical dominance during an era of genuinely brutal tackles. Okay, let's unpack this by looking at a specific 2-minute video mentioned in our sources.
Oh, the warm-up video.
Yeah, if you watch a modern team warm-up, it's basically a synchronized military drill. But this video, it's Maradona warming up to the song Life is Life.
He's just having fun with it.
Right, he's just out there dancing. He's juggling the ball effortlessly, completely unbothered with a huge smile. How does pre-game entertainment actually translate to pitch dominance?
Well, it translates because of the sheer mechanics of his control. When you watch that 2-minute video, you aren't just seeing tricks.
Wait, what are we seeing then?
You are seeing a masterclass in reaction time. Because he kept the ball millimeters from his foot at all times, defenders just couldn't commit to a tackle.
Because they couldn't read his movements.
Exactly. The physics at play here relies on cognitive processing. By the time a defender's brain registered the ball was exposed, Maradona had already tapped it into a new trajectory. Fellow legends noted his manipulation was so unparalleled that his foot almost looked like a hand.
A foot like a hand. I mean, that makes perfect sense. It's the difference between hitting a tennis ball with a racket versus catching it in a baseball glove.
Yeah, he was absorbing the ball's momentum rather than just striking it. He was cushioning it. And what's fascinating here is his pure charisma.
Oh, totally.
Because while he's demonstrating this microscopic precision, he isn't isolated in some intense silent zone. He has the entire stadium completely captivated and roaring before the referee even blows the starting whistle.
It's wild.
He was bending the atmosphere of the arena to his will just by warming up.
Wait, I need to push back here. Here's where it gets really interesting. I mean, dancing to life is amazing.
Yeah.
And having a foot like a hand is great. But juggling doesn't stop a 200-pound defender from launching cleats first into your shins.
No, it absolutely does not.
So how did he actually survive the physical violence of the 1980s?
Well, they absolutely did try to take him out. You have to remember, this was an era with zero referee protection.
Right.
Opponents explicitly aimed to kick him out of the game. I mean, one player actually broke his leg. But underneath that technical genius was a shocking physical strength hiding inside a shorter frame.
So he wasn't just a dancer.
Not at all. Physically, he was a monster. His immense core strength and low center of gravity meant he was practically immovable.
He was built like a tank. Look at the source detail on that second goal he scored against Belgium.
Oh, that's a perfect example.
Right. He's surrounded by 3 or 4 defenders on the edge of the box, taking heavy hits that throw him entirely off balance.
Yeah, he refused to fall over. Because of that core strength, opponents complained that even when they kicked him from pillar to post, they simply couldn't knock him off the ball.
Wow.
His balance was supernatural. They couldn't get near him, and when they did, they just bounced right off.
And he weaponized that physically, but also mentally. I love this anecdote from an opponent because it shows he wasn't just physically superior, he was mentally hacking his opponents.
The foot pain story, right.
Yes, Maradona would arrive at the stadium complaining of foot pain, limping around, acting super vulnerable.
Starting to look fragile.
Exactly. And then the match starts, and boom, he instantly transforms into this unstoppable physical and technical force.
It was pure gamesmanship, just a brilliant psychological trap. He'd lull them into a false sense of security, making them think he was fragile, and then absolutely overpower them while technically dismantling them.
So what does this all mean for you? It's proof that you don't always have to adapt to a brutal environment. Sometimes you can force the environment to adapt to you.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Look at his time at Napoli. He conquered the entire city, achieving mythical status by single-handedly lifting a team to win championships against giants like the great AC Milan squad.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, before modern football became a game of systems, statistics, and rigid perfection, there was chaos.
And Maradona was the undisputed ruler of that chaos.
Exactly. He didn't just play the game, he bent it to his will.
Which leaves us with a final thought to mull over. Think about the rigid systems we work in today, the spreadsheets and optimizations we talked about at the start.
The whole clinical approach.
Right. The legends all agree that with today's referee protection, nobody would ever stop him. But if we force every genius to play by the clinical rules of modern efficiency, are we accidentally suffocating the beautiful chaos required for true greatness?